place to be. Ain't no need to lag.
What's up, and welcome to Lunchtime in the Lab. I'm trying out these new graphics. I'm trying out this new program, so you will certainly have to give me just a little bit of slack here. I want to first make sure my audio's been kind of goofy. Okay, so that looks good. Okay, I'm gonna close out of that. All right. Well, yeah. Hey guys. So first off, thanks so much for popping in. It's nice to see all those. I can't see your faces, but there's a little eyeball that shows how many people are watching. 22 right now, so that's awesome. I'm streaming on Twitter and YouTube right now. Normally, I kind of keep it the Tuesday, Thursday type thing. I'm actually gonna hit record here real quick. I'm hoping to try to stick this to 11:30. You guys will have to let me know what you think about that intro, what you think about the new graphics. I got this green screen behind me, so I made this little logo with the piggy over here, and I got this cool little QR code and stuff. If anybody's watching this on Twitter, do me a favor and hit a comment in there, like in the video, because I think I'm supposed to be able to see some stuff from there. But yeah, going forward, it's gonna, from the beginning, there's no more introduction like this. It's gonna be like boom, we're just gonna be kind of like taking off and recording. No more of this like pussyfooting around like beforehand and stuff. Some cool stuff, but I'm kind of learning like how it works too, aka in the beginning we I forgot to hit the outro, time and whatever, but we'll figure that out. But all right, let's I'm gonna hit this record and we'll get going, and we'll see how smooth I can make this. And what's cool is I can even do this. What? That's pretty dope right there. So I can say thank you. Appreciate the nice setup. I was busy over All-Star break working on some of this stuff. I could hear like a fuzz. That was kind of weird. All right, here we go. Anyway. What's up, and welcome to Lunchtime in the Lab, your number one gambling podcast for quick picks, live on YouTube and Twitter today. Tuesdays and Thursdays, try to do my best to go live on Twitter to let everybody get a chance to see what the show's like, so you can subscribe on YouTube. And it is nice to see. I got a comment here from Twitter as well. If you're listening just the audio, I can actually now pull up the comments. This one here is from Twitter directly, so it's nice to kind of have those and be able to mess around with some of that stuff. But today's show brought to you by Beer Money Picks. I am up 25 units in the Discord so far. The podcast has, of course, been doing great as well. Use code Lunchtime, all caps, alongside the monthly link in the bottom of the description on YouTube and Twitter in my bio, or if you're listening, there's a description there, of course, as well. Today, like I said, we start the show off with a new look. Super excited to see what we can kind of turn this into. A refreshed kind of look. A lot of the graphics beforehand was kind of just my own thing. Kind of came up with a new thing here. Like I said, if you were listening to the audio side, maybe missing out. I love how like the logo here is kind of like transparent or whatever. Super cool. Today is Thursday, February 22nd. Before we hop into today, if you are watching this on YouTube and you are not subscribed yet, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on Twitter, you are getting a taste of what the show is like every single day. So come on over, hit that, go on to YouTube, check it out, hit the subscribe so you don't miss it tomorrow, whatever, because I'm only doing it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we have 3 plays of the day. And guys, it's so nice to have the NBA back. I'll tell you what, though, if you're in the Discord or if you followed my free play yesterday, those 2-leggers for college baseball have been smacking. I tell you what. And I'm not touching it, please. And if you're going to bet on spring training today, please don't put very much money on it. The Dodgers and the Padres play tonight at I think it might even be at 3. I don't know what time it is for sure. But, man, we got baseball riding around the corner. The Discord is already seeing, Twitter's already seeing that, getting baseball back is going to be obviously fantastic for me. I cannot wait to get after it. But let's get into it. So, and it's going to be cool, too. I actually have 2 boxes, and I can have, a guest now. So, really neat. So, still doing college baseball plays. Look, I don't even have to read the comment anymore. I can just pull it up. How awesome is that? I will when there's day baseball. I looked at the slate today, not really a fan of it, to be honest. So I'm not going to probably mess with it today and just roll with some NBA type stuff. But all right, here we go. Let me see if I don't royally mess this up, but I can do some picture type stuff now. So Darius Garland is finally off a minutes restriction. This boy has no leash. Take that collar off. We're ready to rock. If you look at the graphic here, this is with 31 plus minutes. He's over this in 8 of his last 10 games. And I actually was able to snag this for the Discord at 22 and a half versus the 23 and a half. But it's cool. The 23 and a half is certainly going to be, ready to rock as well. Against the Magic, he's destroyed this line going over in 8 straight games. And we aren't just talking by, like a little bit. I mean, he's like blowing them out of the water. He averages 21.1 points per game and 7.3 assists in his career against the Magic. And this year he put up a 41 and a 35 spot on the Magic already. Fantastic spot here. Like, he's been killing this team. And you would say that, like, if you look at like against the Magic, they put up they give up the third most points. I'm sorry. Yeah, points to point guards in the league. However, like, the assist matchup isn't very good. But in the 2 games that he played against the Magic already, he had 15 potential assists in both of those games. We have an opportunity where, he's getting out of he's out of this minutes restriction. And like, he's been putting up like halfway decent minutes, like, to be honest, already. But at the same time, though, like, not really, though, because he's been playing these like short rotations and everything. I mean, we could see him put up like 35 to 40 minutes today if there's not a blowout. Paulo Banchero is listed as questionable. He's got a little bit of an injury, so we kind of have to be careful with that a little bit. Blowout is certainly one type thing that could hurt us here, but with his history against the Magic and just what he's been doing, when he's getting the minutes, he can easily clear this line in points alone. But it's nice to kind of have the assist and get us over that number. Second play today is going to be my guy. Like, I like have an addiction almost to just betting on big guys that can shoot. And we're going to go with Porzingis over 1.5 threes. And you know what? Let me go ahead and just change my graphic here. You guys have to let me know. Like, I know like it might be a little harder to read this. Let me know if you want to continue to do this, or I can just just pull me up and we won't even have the graphic, So like, you have to definitely give me some feedback if you're watching live or you're watching on the recorded version. Like, hey, like, do you like the graphic? Do you want me to just like kind of talk the way I got it, going here? Like, we'll just, you gotta have to let me know. But we're going to go with Porzingis 1.5 threes plus the Celtics money line, because that 1.5 threes is pretty juiced. We're talking like minus 150 on some books, maybe in like the minus 140s. And it's too much to try to lay that straight. I don't want to try to claim like that juiced up of a line, to be honest. He's over this, as you can see in this graph, 9 out of 10 times, and very, very easily. The guy's a shooter. I love betting on this guy. In his last 3 away games, he has had 2, 3, and 6 threes made. And he's over this in 5 of the Celtics' last 6 wins with 3, 1, 6, 3, 2, and 3 threes made. More importantly, though, the Bulls allow the most 3-point attempts in the league, like, by far. However, they are like pretty average in terms of like makes, if that makes sense, like in terms of like their shooting percentage. But they're allowing nearly a 39% hit rate. So like, they give up the most threes, but like the most, 39% hit rate, because they do a pretty good, like, they have pretty good defense. Like, they kind of like blitz like the ball carrier. So they give up, though, a lot of catch and shoot threes, and that 39% is actually on catch and shoot. They give up nearly 40% hit rate on catch and shoot threes. In general, Porzingis takes a ton of catch and shoot shots. 70% of his arsenal is catch and shoot. In terms of, I got all kinds of mess up with my notes because I paid attention to that. So yeah, all my plays are to win one. So like, this is at minus 101, so it would be plus 101. I need to do a better job of reading the unit sometimes, but yeah, they're all to win 1 unit is how I always run it. Unless it's like way juiced up, or like if we're running something plus money or something like that, then obviously like we would adjust to it. But so we got Porzingis makes a lot of threes, contributes to it when they're winning. We have the assumption that Porzingis, that the Celtics are going to win this game, especially with like the juiced up money line that they have going, right? We have him away. He's hit this in 3 straight games, and he's going against a team that allows the most 3-point attempts in the league. If Porzingis is given the green light, which I mean, he obviously is, but like the guy will put up like 5, 6, 7 or more shots in a game. And he's a catch and shoot type, guy, and they give up nearly a 40% hit rate. I mean, there's just a lot of good things that are going along with it. And in terms of the Celtics money line, I mean, all these guys are rested. All of these guys should be looking pretty good. And they're actually on a 6-game winning streak against, away. They won 6 straight games away. Hopefully they make it 7 tonight. But if Porzingis is going to be on, if Porzingis is making a bunch of threes, I see the Celtics, making us there and, getting that win for us. And then lastly, we will roll into my boy. I said, D'Angelo Russell over 7.5 assists is the play. But I said last time, I told myself, next time LeBron doesn't play, you got to make sure you take D'Lo assists. We were on it last time. The guy put up 17. He had a double-double. Dude almost had a triple-double. He was 1 rebound away from a triple-double, and he just smashed this spot. LeBron's not playing this game. I talked about him having, 17 last time. You can see, I mean, he's had a double-double, and what is that? 5 out of the 7. That the graph just shows this year. 5 out of 7 games, he's had a double-double. We need 7.5, and it's at plus money. This is a plus 105 bet on FanDuel right now when I last looked. So, I mean, what bet 1 unit, there. Now, in the game that he had 17, we certainly can't expect him to have 17 assists again. The Jazz give out the most assists to point guards in the league. I played D'Lo that night when he had 17, when I hit that big parlay of like all those double doubles, like almost a plus 6,000 in the Discord. I had that cool retro graphic and stuff for it. We were on them when they were playing like mad. They give up the most assists to point guards, right? The next game after that, Steph Curry played him. His line was only 5.5. Curry had a double-double. Curry put up 10 assists. So the matchup against the Jazz, fantastic. I'm pretty sure they're playing the Hornets today. They really don't have a point guard that's like a great, true like point guard. If LaMelo Ball was playing, like I'd be all about wanting to go after that. So there's certain games, so that's certainly something we got to pay attention to. Next time, whoever the Jazz are playing, when they have a dominant type point guard, we're going to have to go after those assists by far, right? So he doesn't have that same kind of matchup. Today, the Warriors are the 13th best team in assist in terms of assist to point guards. But I don't really think it matters, to be honest. You look at, like I said, the graph, you look at the history, every single game this year without LeBron, he has had 8 or more assists. You look at his double-double as like plus 350, plus 400. I'll tell you what, that's going to be a leg and a little bit of a lotto that I have. It has to be. I don't have it pulled up now. My computer's being goofy. I can't really have too many screens up right now, so I have to be careful. Here, I'm going to go ahead and hop out of this. I have to be kind of careful. I can't have too many screens up right now. It's like crashing my computer. So I've been working with a guy on Instagram, and he's kind of like an corporate IT type guy. So I'm going to be getting some RAM for it, fix that up. So I don't have it pulled up. Anyway, though, D'Lo over assist is going to be like super nice in my opinion. Dark Knight, I appreciate it, man. Love the new look. Thank you so much. Been working hard on trying to put some stuff together, and I think it looks kind of nice and official. I got a little outro video here coming in a second too, and I guess I had better actually make sure. I've got a little recap screen here we'll get to. If anybody has anything or whatever, I mean, let me know. Like I said, going live today on YouTube and Twitter. Those are 3 plays. We'll recap them here in a second. But, this is how it's going to be. Let me pull this comment off. I have to have that on there forever. Been nice, though. Liking the new setup. Excited to get some NBA back. Parlay them all. Hey, you know what? Honestly, too, like, put them on LA. That's what I do, just and I forgot to mention it. We had a bunch of viewers and stuff, but oftentimes I'll do like if you're in the live show, you drop your cash app if we sweep kind of thing. I mean, that's how I pay for pay for those giveaways or whatever. It's just doing some little parlays, some fun stuff or whatever. So let's see. Where's my screen here? To recap, though, on Lunchtime in the Lab, today is February 22nd. We are going to run 3 plays as always. Darius Garland over 23.5 points plus assists. Porzingis over 1.5 threes made plus the money line. Then we're going to wrap it up with D'Angelo Russell over 7.5 assists. As always, I am your host, Lunchtime in the Lobby, brought to you every day. Thanks so much for listening. Be sure to follow me on all social media at LiveJoeBets. In the description, I have all kinds of that's not what I'm gonna do. All kinds of links and everything like that. You can check out the beer money links on there. Check out that QR code. That'll take you to some cool stuff. But I'm gonna close it out here. And hit me up in the DMs on Twitter. Best way to get a hold of me, easiest way to get a hold of me is certainly on Twitter. I, of course, make a comment and everything like that. If you made it this far and you're watching on the recorded version, thank you so much for doing that. Drop a like, drop a subscribe if you haven't done it, share it on Twitter, whatever, guys. Those are going to be the 3 plays. I'll catch you guys back tomorrow, ideally at 11:30. It's kind of an in and out, trying to get more of a consistent time frame down. That way you guys are in. And like I said, starting tomorrow, it's just going to be boom, right into the podcast, right into the plays. Get rid of that couple minutes of messing around beforehand. We're only at, 16, 17 minutes. Sometimes if we're going to have a bunch of conversation or something, we'll kind of go back and forth, So yeah. So appreciate you guys. I'm going to close it out. Check out this outro and, comment if you have any other questions. Like I said, hit me up on Twitter and we'll get out of here and appreciate you guys.